Hello guys, what is up? My name is Willow5 and welcome back to the channel. And finally, we have done it. On the third time of asking, we have completed a full 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. And the video is finally here for you guys to enjoy. I'm not going to talk much. All I'm going to say is, I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're over halfway there, and I have a massive video planned for when we do hit that landmark. So if you could please subscribe down below, it would really mean a lot to me. But I'm going to stop talking, and let's get straight into the 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. 100 days in Minecraft hardcore. Running it again because we failed. The 100 days started like any other, by building a marker at the spawn point so we knew where it was, so we could come back and make a spawn chunk iron golem farm later on. We then ran to the village nearby to raid it of its supplies. Sweet diamonds. Second time going. A triac surprise, but already got them before dying the first time round. We turned those diamonds into a diamond pickaxe as we had a plan. Get 2 more diamonds to craft an enchanting table, then get a fortune diamond pickaxe to then go mining for diamonds later on. Before we continue with the video, if you could go down and hit the subscribe button down below, as we are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and any help would be greatly appreciated. After raiding the village of all its useful items, including all of its fences, we created our first of many farms, which was a sheep farm. There were a lot nearby, so it was easy to get that farm up and running, getting XP and food along the way. After a short while, we extended our farm to include cows, red sheep, which we would use later, as well as multicolored black and white sheep. Oh yeah, and we got pigs, because why not? So that means we can cross off immediately all the animals we want. After finishing the basics of our farm, we headed down into the mine in order to get some iron to craft some iron gear to stop ourselves dying if we got attacked by some mobs. 8 plus 7 is 15. Plus 5, that's 20. Plus 4 is 24. 27 for shears, 30 for a bucket. I then headed over and started laying the foundations for our forge. Don't worry about this. We forget to completely build it in the first 100 days, but you will see it later down the line. It was now time to start our big project for the first 10 to 20 days, and that was the house where we were going to store all our villagers. Our main objective was to build Viking-style houses, as that was the theme we were going for in our hardcore world, as you'll learn about more in the next 100 days video. But for now, we were starting on the first house, which was where we were going to store our villagers. And this was going to take a lot of time and resources to make. After doing some mining to collect the rest of our iron tools, we continued to make progress on the house, which was coming up well, as the walls were almost finished and the floor was starting to be laid down. The sooner we got this house finished, the sooner we could move all the villagers from the village inside it, and then start to tear down the village that we went to at the start of the 100 days, and could start setting up our trades. While breeding the animals, we crafted shears as well as a bucket so that we could start collecting red wool. We were going to need a lot of red wool for all the banners we were going to be placing around our builds. As I said, it is a Vikings theme, and we have a Vikings banner which you'll see later on in the 100 days, which we're going to place on all our buildings around our base. We ended the first 10 days by starting to make our first wheat farm. We were going to need a lot of wheat, as this was going to be our main source of XP for the first 100 days, and we need it to breed the cows in order to make a bookshelf enchanting room later on. As well as this, as we mentioned, we were collecting lots of red wool, so the more red sheep we could get, the better. Very good day, very successful. We've started our farm. Yeah, how many days in are we? 3. 10 days in, exactly 10 days in. This is our progress. Very good. We finish that in the next stream, and then move all the villagers over, and that should be day 20. And then we start the hunt for what's it called? We've got to make an enchanting table. We started the next 10 days by mining lots and lots of trees in order to finish the villager house. We then headed over and started finishing up the support and the foundations of the house before starting on the roof. I then headed back and started mining even more trees. We then took a quick detour to almost die. We're on another beehive. Is it because we're in a sunflower plains? Is that why we're getting beehives? Right. Just gonna... That's bad, that was bad, that was bad, that was bad, that was really, really bad. Oh, okay. Jesus. I didn't know I'd get swarmed by killer bees. After that experience, we furnished the villager house with windows before finishing off the roof. After that, we created the wall art to fill in the gaps on either side of the house. That's it. That is perfect. That is so good. And then just glass. We're going to need a lot of glass, but we are damn close to it. As we headed back over to the farm, we decided to expand the sugarcane farm in order to get more paper so it would be easier when we were going to build the enchanting table. I then added the final touches to the first of the wall arts to see how it would look. That looks good. That looks cool. We then mined a metric ton of diorite in the strip mine in order to get enough to complete the floor in the villager house, before furnishing the house with beds and doors in order to get it ready for the villagers to move in. I then headed over to the village and started trapping the villagers in a hole to get them ready to transport to their new house. After trapping all the villagers in the hole, we created a funnel system using the workstations to funnel one villager through at a time to put them in a boat to start transporting them to the new house. Perfect. We have contender number 1. Before transporting 1, 2, 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, and finally number 8. Finally, before we finish these 10 days, we breeded the cows in order to get some experience and expand the population. Tomorrow, but for 20 days in, we haven't really done a lot on the gear front, but we are making massive progress, and we are where I want to be. Day 20 to 30 was one of the less eventful but more important stints in the 100 days, and it started off by us collecting wood yet again. We then started to lay the foundations to extend our farm. After building all the plots for our crops, we started to fill the water that would irrigate them. We then added the slabs to cover the water, and then planted the seeds. These new farms expanded our farm to 4 wheat and 1 carrot. This would allow us to breed the animals easier, to get more XP, and also with the cows to be able to get more leather to craft those bookshelves. We then headed down to the village and started to make progress on tearing down the houses. We wanted to get rid of them because they didn't fit with the theme of the island, and we were looking to build all over the island, so we didn't want these houses here. Unfortunately, we didn't finish this in these first 100 days, but we will get onto it in the next 100 days. We then headed down into the mine for the majority of the rest of the days. This is because we needed 2 diamonds in order to craft our enchanting table, to then go for a fortune pickaxe before mining for our full set of diamonds. Oh, cha-ching! Please, I pray, don't do this to me. Thank God. Okay, we good. Is it just 4? Just 4. Okay. We take 2. What? There we go. Whew. Okay. Before heading up to the surface, we used the opportunity of finding a lava lake to mine some obsidian, and we were trying to get enough for a nether portal as well as an enchant table so we could advance. 12 plus 4, 16. Okay, we just need 2 more. And then we're done. We made big progress today. Big progress. Oh, perfect. When we got back to the surface, we started to make a chicken farm as there was a lot nearby. And trust me when I say, this becomes an absolute clutch XP method later on, but also an absolute lag fest. We then headed back to the village to continue to tear it apart as we had a project of something we were about to build and we needed some of the resources. I then collected the rest of the resources that we needed, which was a lot of diorite. I ended these 10 days on the hill where we were going to start the new project in the next 10 days. As we woke up on day 31, we started our next major project, which definitely wasn't done by watching a YouTube tutorial. We had decided we were going to try build a Viking/Nordic statue to house our enchanting table and nether portal underneath as a cool little hub. After a lot longer than I would like to admit, we finally completed the statue and it was time to move on and make some more progress. There we go. That looks cool. We then dug out below the statue to make room for the enchanting table. We then built our nether portal and started to place down the start of the enchanting table. We then breeded the cows, harvested the farm for some wheat, and went on a cow massacre in order to get enough leather for all the bookshelves we needed. Yes, the farm was starting to get very laggy. Then crafted a ton of bookshelves, then placed all the bookshelves we had crafted to get our enchanting table up to level 30 enchants. I crafted some more bookshelves to place around the enchantment table to hopefully bring the enchant level up so we could get better enchants. We then re-rolled the enchant table to see a fortune 3 enchant on our pickaxe. I'll do an unbreaking 1. Efficiency 2, unbreaking 1. Very nice. Efficiency 4. Do we... I'll take the knockback 1. There we go. Fortune 3. Perfect. And finally, headed back to the enchant table to get that fortune 3 pickaxe. Just literally bog standard fortune 3. Wow. Thanks, game. We ended off these 10 days by using our new fortune pickaxe on the diamonds that we had left over down in the cave, using some weird chant that our chat told us to say. Oh mighty Minecraft, God let me swim in riches. Okay, I'll say that apparently. Oh mighty Minecraft, God let me swim in riches. 3, not bad. Oh mighty Minecraft, God let me swim in riches. 1. I doubled up. It's not bad. Day 40 to 50 was when we finally set off to strip mine with our Fortune 3 pickaxe in order to get enough diamonds to get full diamond gear. Oh. Really? About to say, game. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Sure, let us see that. Okay, and we're going to get 10 from 4. Good. Good. Oh my god. Oh, mighty Minecraft God, let me swim in riches. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 2. Oh, mighty Minecraft God, let me swim in riches. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. We'll call that an average succession. Oh my God. Okay. We're on 16. 1. 4. 2. 4 again. Good. One more vein would be nice. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. This is one of my old tunnels that I blocked off. I've mined into it and there's diamonds literally 1 block away from the tunnel. And it's a 3 vein. So we're at 27. 2. 29. 3. 3 again. 3 again. 1. Only joking. 1 more vein. And there we go. And that's time to go home. So we're on 39. That's 1. That's 2. That's 4. 46 diamonds. Time. Diamond helmet. And diamond boots. Diamond leggings. And a diamond chest. We now have full diamante armor. Let's go. We then went to go and do our first enchant on our armor. So we're going to go for this. Prot 3. Before re-rolling the enchants to get some great protection for pieces. Prot 4. Spawns 2. Prot 4. After completing lots of deforestation and breeding a lot of animals, it was now time to enchant our boots. Prot 4 only. Wow. Depression. Breaking 3. Fire prot. Efficiency 4. Sharpness 3. Ew. Then added a fresh new pickaxe. That's a good pickaxe. That is a very, very good pickaxe. As well as a helmet. Prot 3. And we just get flat prot 3. My enchant luck has been terrible. And finally, we ended these 10 days by risking 1 final enchant. Odds. Efficiency, unbreaking. Are you YOLO and unbreaking? There we go. That's what we like. Unbreaking 3, prot 3. Efficiency 4. Vein of arthropods. Fortune again. Just a quick warning, the video did glitch for these next 20 days, so it is a stream VOD pulled, so there will be background music. But anyway, we started off day 50 to 60 by grabbing some much needed enchants. Looting 3 would be the priority, unless there's... It's a sharp 3 but I'm just going to send a sweeping edge. Sweeping edge, sharpness, unbreaking, that's perfect. Feather falling 3. Oh, I'll take that. Feather falling 4. That's a brilliant book. I then started crafting some beds as we wanted to go mining for netherite, as we wanted to get full netherite armor and gear before the next update when it is harder to get netherite tools. So we crafted some beds as that was the method we were going to be using, as we didn't have great access to TNT and I didn't want to strip mine for it. Into the nether we went and I made a bridge down to the surface. As I've been playing this hardcore world very precautiously, I don't want to be getting into any sort of nether fights until I have full netherite gear. As I said, we're in the long run with this world and I don't want to die stupidly, so we took all the precautions, building a little nether base where we'd start to strip mine down and go for some netherite. 3. 5. That's what we like. I returned home, then quickly enchanted with the levels we had got in the Nether while we waited out the night. Okay. And we're out, and it is night time. Which means we don't have a bed. Which is so stupid. After getting that prot-free book, we re-rolled the enchants. Sharp 4. With that sharp 4 sword in the enchant table, we'd come back and claim it later. Upon returning home, we smelted the pieces of netherite we got to craft our first netherite ingot. Yeah, okay, sweet. There we go. We now have a netherite chest. Yeah, tools go last, because the thing is, yeah, we can... With the tools, tools are easier for me to re-enchant. But I find it easier to re-enchant tools. As I said we would, we came back and enchanted the sword with sharpness 4. We then decided it would be a good idea to build a mob grinder, as we needed access to gunpowder, string and bones, as they would be very useful going forward. So we started to prepare lots of blocks and ladders to build up in the sky to make a mob grinder. And we finished off these 10 days by starting production on our mob farm. We started off day 60 to 70 by something I do far too often. I abandoned the project before even finishing it to pursue something else. I'd given my seed to the Twitch chat, and one of my followers had managed to find a spider spawner very, very close to our home base, so I decided to mine to it instead and would be building a spider grinder here in the next 100 days. Using the string we had got from the spider spawner we found, we crafted a loom as well as a dropper and dispenser. The loom was for the banners that we spoke about, and we were going to build an automated chicken farm where we'd use the dispenser and dropper. I then created our first batch of banners to place down. If you know where this design comes from, leave it in the comments down below. I then used our mass collection of eggs to hatch chickens into the machine, and the aim of the machine was every time one of those chickens laid an egg, it would get shot out into the chamber, and every time they laid an egg, it would flick the redstone, which would cause lava to spawn, which would burn the chickens once they were fully grown. This would allow us to get unlimited food as well as feathers to sell to the villagers. I then headed back to the enchant table to enchant the sword with the enchant we had rolled earlier on. Literally just looting too. I tamed a horse as we had a spare saddle lying around from the spider spawner. I then went to go enchant a diamond axe, as I knew we'd need a lot of wood later on in order to get the rest of our netherite armor as well as building a lot of our structures. That is it. Wow. And we ended these 10 days by doing just that. We started the next 10 days by, yes, crafting more beds, which you would need to get more netherite. After returning home from the Nether, we did our usual enchant, picking up a flame book before heading home. We then went on a quick little strip mine for iron as our netherite smelted up, as we needed a lot of it going forward. That'll do. We then crafted an anvil, and then we combined a lot of the books we had collected onto our diamond gear. After combining enchants on our armor, we made 2 new pieces of netherite gear. Okay, we're almost full netherite. I used the rest of my levels combining 2 of my pickaxes and 2 of my swords. All we needed to do now was add looting to the sword. We then headed back to the Nether with another full inventory of beds. I'm not going to bore you with all the bed blowing up, I'm just going to show you the netherite we got. Yep, that was the shortest montage ever. Out of that whole inventory of beds, we literally got 2 pieces of netherite, but at least it was enough to make 1 more netherite ingot, which we then swiftly used to upgrade our pickaxe to netherite. I then went and traded a batch of paper we had got from our sugarcane farm to one of the villagers inside the hut. We were slowly in the background leveling them up. I've not really showed them that much because they literally have no good trades, and I've just been farming emeralds and XP from them. All I want for Christmas is just 4 diamonds. Finally. Perfect. How many did I get? 9. Brilliant. Thank you. After finally getting those diamonds, it was time to head back up to the surface. We needed them as we wanted to craft a brand new pair of diamond legs, which we enchanted with Unbreaking 3, while also grabbing another important book. Depth Strider 3. Infinity, finally. And getting an infinity bow. Power 3 infinity. We then combined our pants and added Depth Strider to our boots. And we finished off these 10 days by crafting another anvil and combining all of our bows. Oh. First time that's ever happened. And just like that, another 10 days started, a full inventory full of beds used, and only 2 netherite to show for it. I then found a buried treasure, definitely not by using seed map. Here we take it. We then set out in search of a spruce and roofed forest biome, because we need the wood types later on for our builds. We followed a buried treasure map we found in a sunken ship, which took us straight to the spruce and roofed forest biome. I was looking to farm a lot of wood and saplings so we could grow the trees back home for future builds while stocking up on the supplies while here. I wasn't trying to go very far out as I knew about the newest 1.20 update, so I didn't want to render a lot of the world, hoping we could get some of the new structures close by when we update the versions. I then collected our second buried treasure. Wow, okay. And then we got to work and started farming some wood. You can kind of see how this went for a while. After much longer than I would like to admit, we made a chest bow, packed it up, and started heading home. Upon returning home, we went on a mass spruce sapling planting spree in order to get some growing to farm even more wood, as we had a big project coming up which we needed a lot for. I then started laying the foundations for that project I was talking about, and it was our first ever storage room on the series. However, this was only going to be a temporary one as we were going to build a big auto sorter later on in the series. I started building the foundations out of oak wood and quickly had to change them into spruce, and then even did the dimensions wrong on my own build. After tearing the whole thing down, we finally got the dimensions sorted out and started building the full frame. I then finished the penultimate 10 days by making a start on the roof feature, and we finish off this entire build in the next and final 10 days. We started the final 10 days by continuing to build our storage room. After clearing out the dirt floor and building the rest of our frame, it was now time to build the floor of our storage room. We were using spruce, dark oak, oak, and birch to make a kind of random wood pattern, alternating between the 4 woods in kind of scattergunish fashion, as I thought it looked quite good when I tested it on my creative world. I then started filling up the storage room with chests. We wouldn't have enough right now to finish it all, but I made a start on placing them and explained to my chat what the method was behind my madness. I am placing chests like that because in the new update it is harder to place chests normally. So what I'm doing is, I'll show you in just a moment. When you go like this, I can just go like that and then it's a double chest. Whereas if I place a chest like that and then try to place a chest on it, they go separate. So by lining up all these chests, it allows me to finish the build and then turn them into double chests later. Because I'm going to block these windows up very soon. And I still want to be able to place my chests. I then started the painful task of moving all of the items we had collected in 90 odd days into the chest system. We then traded some paper from the next box of sugarcane to a new villager we were leveling up. Yes, I was leveling up villagers looking for a mending book without realising you could just re-roll their first trade to get one. I'll be doing that in the next 100 days. Once again, it was time to go back to tree chopping simulator with the spruce trees, replanting them as we mine them. as you'll guess, we need a lot of spruce wood going forward, so you're going to see quite a lot of this in future videos. Finally, we added some decoration to our storage room, and with a lot more repetition after that of mining sugarcane, trading with villagers, and mining wood, it was finally time to say goodbye to our first 100 days. Unfortunately, that is it for 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. We're gonna sleep and wake up on day 101. And there we have it, guys. Our first 100 days in this new hardcore world are done. I think they went pretty well. Let me know how you think I did down in the comments below. And I'm going to take this time to say, please subscribe. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I have a big video planned for 1,000 subscribers. I'm saying it once again, I'm sorry. But as well, this is not the end of the Minecraft. Minecraft is going to be coming back. I don't know if it's going to be another 100 days video, or whether it's going to be a topical type video. Either way, there's another video coming out rather soon. Stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and peace.